Hey, thanks very much for trying out Return Loop, the fantastic tool that's going to help you get way more customers and get way more reviews for your business. Most of us are chasing our tail to a degree. We want more customers sat in our chair. The more people are not sat there, then the less kind of money we're earning. And we've still got to pay for the lights, we've still got to pay for the electricity, the heat, that kind of thing. So having full chairs is an absolute paramount. So what we've done is we've created this incredible system which will make you basically concentrate on doing hair rather than doing kind of the technical side of things. So I'm going to do a very quick demo as to how this would work. So if I may, I'm just going to share my screen. Here we go. And this should help you, kind of explain it a little bit more. So what we've got is when you sign in, let's go back right to the beginning and sign in, so to speak. You'll see it here. Now, more often than not, you're going to do this on your phone, which is fine. What we've done is we've created an app, and we'll show you in a separate video how to keep that as an app, so you don't have to keep having to log in. It'll just sit there on your phone. So there's another video just to show you exactly how that works. And what we do is when we get here, when you first signed up, it's going to ask you how many chairs you want, because some people do multiple different things, and they also have multiple people working there. So they may have three, four, five chairs working, maybe just the one. And what we've done is we priced it per chair, because what we don't want to do is oversell something to you that you don't necessarily need. So if you're a one-man band, you just need one chair. If you've got other kind of strengths to your business, or you have more people working in your environment, then we can set this up. So all we do is your name of the salon. This is, what you've always called your salon. And mine's called Anthony's Hair, which is ironic considering I have none and I haven't had any for a good number of years. Now, the next box is phone number. Now, this is the phone number that you get that you use when people contact you to book in. So it could be your local number, it could be a mobile number. You know which one it is. So fill that in. Bear in mind, you only have to do this once. So this is what we're trying to show you. Now, this is important, and in my opinion, it's important because what we want to do is try to get you as many good reviews happening. Because the more reviews that you get, the more time you're seen on socials, chances are the more customers you're going to get. Because we all like testimonial. What we also like is seeing if our friends, if they've had a good job and their hair looks fantastic, the nails look fantastic, the brows look fantastic, then we like to shout about it. And what we need to be able to do is kind of capture that. So there's three things that we do. Is we've got Google. So if you've got Google My Business, if you've got that, fantastic. Copy and paste it straight there. Your Facebook page, whatever that might be, your URL on that one, your Facebook name, pop that in there, and your Instagram if you use it. If you're only using one of them, fine. If you're using two of them, fine. Whatever you want to do, if you've got all three, then I would suggest putting all three. Then it's a case of saving, and that's it. That's it in a nutshell. Now we talked about chairs very briefly. I've not named these yet, but this could be. You can so if your name's Zoe, you can put in Zoe, and Zoe always looks after that particular chair. You could be Claire here. Again, it's up to you. You can name it whatever you want. At the moment, I'm just calling chair one, chair two, and you might want to even just leave it at that because different people might jump in on that chair. But this is useful if, say, you're doing hair and you're also doing nails and you want to kind of segregate them both and make sure you know where most of your reviews are coming from, where most of your customers are coming from. And that's it. That's your setup pretty much done. So now what we're going to do is when you've got a customer, they're sat there, they've had a fantastic time, they've had the hair done, they're looking amazing, the nails are looking absolutely on point, then that's a good time that we need to say, okay, you're due to come back in at a certain time, and you'll know, because you've had that conversation. So we're going to do a quick one now. So your colleague is sat there, not your colleague, your customer is sat there. Her name is Joan. Now, we always collect Joan's number anyway, because if you can't make it, for argument's sake, your mum and one of your kiddies has been ill, you need to be able to contact these people. So you're always collecting numbers. That's just part of the course, something that you've always done. So there's John's phone number. And so that's so important that we get that. And where does John normally go? So it could have been Claire, could have been Zoe, whoever that might be. For this one, it's Claire. I think I've got the names right. I'm not sure. And then this thing, nice and easy. This lists everything that you could potentially do. Now, if we've missed some, and there's a very good chance, then we can also add in a custom service. So that could be keratin or something like that. So for argument's sake, let's say Joan has come in and she's had a cut and colour. Now we know that Joan likes to come in probably every 8 weeks or something like that. So we're going to bob it down there, and we know she's going to be in there for about 3 hours. This could be absolute nonsense, by the way, as far as time's concerned. You know it much better than me, so you decide what that looks like. You might not even want to put duration on that, but it just gives you that ideas to what you've got coming in and how many hours you're going to need to work that day. Then, if you've got any special notes, feel free to to pop them there. It could be that John struggles walking, and you might need to help her, but this is just helping you build up a case or a conversation that you've had. So if John came in and said, "Now I'm getting a new puppy in 3 weeks' time," you've got a conversation starter out there. That just endears you to your customers. And chances are you're doing it anyway, but this is just another little helpful hand. And that's it. That is done. Now, what's going to happen is John is now going to get a text reminder. And the text reminder is one, thanks very much for coming in. We would love a review. Now, why do we want reviews? Simply being the more people that start talking about you, the more chances have you got of converting customers into your salon. So what happens is John is going to get a text message. I'll come straight to her phone, and you can see here, it says, "Hi, John. Thanks for visiting Anthony's hair." Looks good, doesn't it? A quick review really helps a small business like ours. Please share here uh, for your review. So again, we'll pop onto there. And as you can see, it says, "Thanks, John. You haven't had to do anything. Once this is set up, that is it. That is it. It's going to keep contacting John for you at the right time." So we want, hopefully, John's going to leave us a Google review, a review on Facebook, or follow us on Instagram. Either way, it's all good. So these are just links now. So as you can see, it's gone through to my page. Again, I'm not a hairdresser, so there's no point me actually putting that one up. A Google review. It's going to there talk about that review there. Again, I've not set this up because it's just purely a demo. And if you want them to follow you on Instagram, again, it's building up your followers. Now, this is perfect because what it does is you don't have to do all this social media work anymore. You really don't. If you utilize what you've already got, if you look after the customers that you've already got, these are going to do the work for you. So that's it in a nutshell. That's happened. So you've got the review. Now what happens is Joan is due to come back in 8 weeks. If you remember that, we put on that drop down bar that John's coming in 8 weeks or potentially going to come in 8 weeks. In 7 weeks' time, John's going to get a text message saying, "Hi, John. You're due another cut and color in about a week's time. Feel free to book us on this number." And that's why we wanted that phone number right at the beginning of the conversation. John can then ring you back up and get booked in. And it's that simple. Now, sometimes John might forget, "Oh, I really want to get my hair done at Anthony's hair because he's fantastic, as you can imagine. And I forgot. I've just purely forgot." Now, I don't want you to have to keep running around after these people. So what we've done is we've put in a little reminder. If John hasn't come back in a week or so, we're going to give us a quick mention saying, "Not seeing you for a little while, John. Love to get you back in. Here's a number to book on," and that's it. So what you're doing is this duty of care. You're looking after your customers. They're all getting these nice little text messages, and it's always a simple one, just saying, "Hi, John, remember me?" Well, not remember me. "It's Anthony's hair. You do a cut right about now. When can we get you in?" And it's nice. It's not pushy. It's not anything other than a nice reminder. And what this is going to do for you now is just help you get more and more business logged in. Because what's going to happen is they're going to come a bit more regular. And they're also going to tell a lot more people. And you just made their life infinitely easier by just reminding them. So this is how this kind of works. It's a fantastic tool. I've built this purely and simply to make sure your life is so much easier because none of us like doing the social media side of it. Yes, you've done it, and yes, you continue to do it. And chances are you're taking pictures of people's hair and then you're posting that, and you're hoping somebody's going to say, "Yeah, that's fantastic." And they do, some of them do. But what you really want is people coming back in. Now, this happens if somebody else posts, "I've just had my hair cut, Anthony's hair," and and there's a link there, and it's perfect. So that's what this tool's about. It's going to help you get more reviews. It's going to get more people kind of booking in, and you don't have to lift a finger. Once it's set up, let it run, and you're going to find this is going to come so much easier for you. So that's it in a nutshell. I do hope you enjoy using it, and any questions, feel free to reach out. We're going to keep adding various different things on that. We're even talking about doing a booking system if you so wish that, but I know a lot of you probably still like to write it down and put it into a notepad and pen. This is just negating some of that for you. So if there's anything you need, you know where I am.